What up, everybody? Fellow subscribers, I know this isn't a video I normally make, and excuse my voice, I've been sick all pretty much week, and I'm supposed to be studying for exams, and I don't feel like doing it, so I'm going to make a quick video. Come back here. Okay, so I noticed that there's not a lot of videos online of rock pebblers or Regent Parrots, right here, so I decided to make a quick video, so if you want to know if one of these type of parrots are for you. There's a quick similarity between some of the birds. They're like your typical parakeet. They actually fall from the same family. They're pretty popular on the west coast, not as much on the east coast, mainly because they're from Australia. Now, these are hardier birds, so if you're a beginner thinking about a parrot, you might want to think about one of these. Now, here's so you can know if this is a parrot's for you. Rock pebblers are great independent birds, meaning they're not going to need a necessity of your time. They're not going to need a lot of your time. It's not a necessity. So by playing with them every now and then, or pretty much I would say at least 2 times a week, you're safe. Unless you do what I do. So he agrees. Unless you do what I do, and you play with your parrot, or your parrot comes down and is like part of your family literally every day, then just like any other parrot, they're going to become very demanding for attention. Like, this is Tango, and if I leave, he screams and he'll yell bye-bye, trying to get me to come back. If I end up ignoring him, he'll pace, or he'll speak. Yes, these parrots do speak. They're not the best talkers, not like an African Grey, but they can speak, and he never shuts up. Do you, buddy? But, sorry, like I said, I'm sick. But if you are thinking about one of these parrots, the personalities are friendly. Now, they're not like a cuddle type bird, for instance, like a sun conure or a cosmic, like a comic bird, like a sun conure, for instance, where they'll play around and goof around. These birds like to be more open. For instance, if you try to hold them and restrain them like this, you'll see in just a second, they will do everything in their power to try to get out. They don't like feeling confined. Especially, most of these birds do not like to be held on their backs. It takes a lot of training and a lot of trust for these type of birds to let you put them on their backs. Luckily, my bird trusts me a lot. But most rock pebblers you can't do that with. Let's see. What else, buddy? As for like, if they bite, if you're fearing, they might bite you or something, these birds will not. I mean, it's just not in their nature. They can become afraid and they'll hide from you, but they will not bite. So they're great if you have a family or anything. Like, for instance, he has a flight suit that he wears, so he can come outside with me and like go to the bank and all that. I live in a city, so it's the best way for him to get some fresh air. And all my other parrots will like fight me tooth and nail to try to go ahead and get a flight suit on them. This little guy, he fights a little bit, but he'll never use his beak. He'll just like try to run around, like twist himself until he actually gets in the suit. Then he's a happy camper because he loves to come outside. And I mean, you can play with these birds, like if you're feeling like, oh, they might not play a little bit, I mean, you can play with them. You can go ahead and teach them tricks. I play by squeezing his beak a lot. Hey, come on, buddy. Squeeze the beak. He doesn't want to do it right now. Normally, if you squeeze his beak, go ahead, try to grab my finger. Not anything hard. But these birds are more like the African Greys, where they're going to want to sit on your shoulder and be next to you 24/7, rather than like, cuddling and being confined. As for their diets, I cannot say this for every rock pebbler. I can just say it for him. He eats just about anything. And he's playing with my hair now. He'll eat just about anything. I mean, he's probably the best eater I've ever had so far. If I give him vegetables, he'll eat them all up. Fruit, for the most part. You name it, he'll eat it. The worst thing is, he is a thief. He's worse than a dog, though. I'll be sitting there, eating food, okay? Dogs will go ahead and be like, begging at the table. No, he'll fly to the table, grab my food, and then run away, or he'll jump in it. I had ribs one time. Didn't realize, forgot I had him out. He comes over and he dive bombs and lands into my ribs. That was not a fun night trying to clean him up. Let's see, what else? Let's pause. Okay, guys, so, yeah, kind of like, that's pretty much the basics. I guess for the rock pebbler, I mean, of course I'm probably going to be missing some stuff right now. I'm doing this video mainly because I'm bored and I don't want to study. But yeah, if you're thinking about a rock pebbler, I mean, great parrots. They live about 15, 20 years. Really friendly. Like I said, you can go ahead and pretty much do a lot of things with them. They're not going to get vicious. Like, I can go ahead and roughhouse with him. I mean, he's not going to bite or anything. That's also because, you know, he trusts me completely. But other than that, really nice birds, and they're also not a bad choice if you're a beginner. Pretty easy. Oh, only thing though is one important fact. If you do get a rock pebbler, it's really important you have a cage with a grate on the bottom. Unlike some birds, you know, where you can just have the newspaper on the ground, etc. These birds, because they mainly live on the ground for the most part, they'll spend a lot of their time on the ground, and they'll eat off the ground. They're very, very prone to infection, like worms and all that. So you need to have a grate, and you need to clean their cages regularly. Like, some people clean them like twice a week. I unfortunately don't have time to do like more than like 2 to 3 times a week because a job and school. So I go ahead and I clean his every Thursday. And other than that, he's got a pretty clean cage. Oh, also, I mean, these birds will bond with you definitely. They get very loyal to one person, but they're not going to go ahead and be vicious towards anybody. Like, every night he comes in, he'll take a shower with me and stuff. I have a little perch in the shower that he gets to sit on. And I mean, he loves playing in the water. So yeah, if you're thinking about a rock pebbler, great bird to consider. Average price is around $350 to about $500. That's what you're pretty much looking at if you want a baby to more of a full grown. If you get them at a pet shop, if you're lucky to find them at a pet shop, avoid that. It's like $800 plus. You're not going to go ahead and get a nice bird. So stick with breeders, and I am like, unlike a lot of people, I do recommend like the bird fairs and all that, only because you can find some really sweet breeders there. I had one of my parrots was from a bird fair. Never had a problem. So yeah, later guys.